Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Rush Games. I'm your host, the enlightened, excited Eddie V. Joining me is the indie insider himself, Mr. Dan Murphy.
This is one of the most exciting weeks for releases for me. I am so hyped.
Yes, the gallivanting Galutrad himself, Mr. Jacob Taylor.
This is one of the most boring releases for me. I have nothing to play at all.
Boo. And of course, it's the one, the only bossman himself. I'm sorry, Mr. Corey Dirrig. I have to be more presentable, more respectful because I'm so excited every time I get to talk to this guy.
He's a liar.
Oh, wait, what?
It's a good week for me to play games because, yeah, half of the games coming out this week I will purchase. Exactly half.
Yes, and I was just like Dan. He put out a question out about what is he buying, and I kind of just like I'm buying all of these games too. Like I already got them reserved at Best Buy.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Okay, Ys 8 was on sale, so I want to play that before I play 9. That's because
why?
Because they're connecting stories, and it was on sale this week.
You can get away with playing 9 without 8.
I mean, you can say that about any game, but it was also on sale, and I'm like, well, if they're connected stories, then I should probably play this one first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I got Ys 8 on PlayStation. I got one of the Ys on it. Man, I remember playing that series on the TurboGrafx 16. Okay, I'm old. Let me continue to go on.
Gosh, man, did you Fred Flintstone drive you to that store to pick that up?
You know what? I always thought the series was called YS.
No, it's called. It's.
I thought it was Yes.
It's Ys.
But Ys.
What? It's whatever. Who jams random letters? Look, okay, it's a better title than any Kingdom Hearts game, so we'll just move on.
Kingdom Hearts 1 is literally just Kingdom Hearts.
I know, but then you get to the spin-off games, and it's like 358 over 2 days, Birth by Sleep.
I'm still trying to understand what Infinite Undiscovery is, because I'm like, who named a game this?
Square Enix.
Yep.
Random word generator. That's our new RPG.
Oh, goodness. Well, everybody, let's get into some housekeeping. This is episode 252 of the Nintendo Pow Block podcast. Each and every week, we come together to talk about games and everything we love about them with our friends. You can join us live on Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/BossRushGames live and be a part of the conversation. But if you can't join us live, no big deal. You can head over to youtube.com/BossRushGames and BossRushGames.com to watch the show or listen on your podcast service of choice. Remember to subscribe, follow, rate, and review wherever you consume us. It helps us out with discoverability. And check out our film gift shows wherever you listen to your podcast. Come join us on the come join the Boss Rush.
Wow, Ed. You feeling all right there, Ed? Need some help?
Come join the Boss Rush Network Discord. We have a ton of communities there that talk about games, entertainment, snacks, and more. Goodness gracious. I'm sorry, everybody. Today is a Monday, and Ed's
distracted. Ed's got more than video games to do in his life now, so.
No.
Oh, boy. Care to explain, Ed?
Ed, what's going on in your life, bud?
So, everybody.
Shout out to Ed's new boo, who he won't talk about. It's fine. We will. Ed's got a new version of Snacktendo. Am I right, guys?
I have apparently met someone that I am into the talking phase right now, and we had coffee yesterday, and we've been talking for a while. So, hoping for something official later down on the line. But right now, we're just on the end of talking phase. So, everybody, I kind of found love. So, but not the same love that I have for Nintendo and Power Block and Boss Rush Games. So, me and Corey have discussed things. I would say that. Yeah. So
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Ed. I was just giving you some. I was just poking fun, to zing.
What your zings are. Yeah, I have codenamed him Bay, and he has codenamed me Boo slash Papa. So,
Mm. Papa
yeah,
Eddie.
yeah, which reminds me of a musical I did called "Once on This Island," where I played Papa Gay, the slight demon of death. So, yeah,
Wow.
in high school,
This got real interesting, real fast. Anyways, video
my
games.
life, yes, my life is very interesting. But before we get into everything, how was your guys' weekend? How was your July 4th? I can actually tell you I worked throughout the weekend. Like I said, talked to May, and actually bought my associate yesterday Domino's and a cookie thing. So we'll try to talk a little bit more in snack to them. But I treated my employees out for the weekend because we all couldn't really celebrate July 4th. But how was you guys' weekend? Oh, and I got a Series X. I'm sorry.
It was eventful. My nephews came over, and they like playing my games because they don't have the games that I have. So we had some hot dogs and hamburgers, and played some Smash and some Mario Kart. It was a good time.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a pretty laid back weekend. Friday or Saturday, we had some friends over. We did a little barbecue and went paddleboarding, and then Sunday, the actual 4th, we didn't do much. It was Sparky's birthday though, so we took him downtown and got him a puppy ice cream.
He looked so happy. I still love that he was on a surfboard that you guys took him. I love that picture.
Oh yeah, we put him on the
cool.
paddleboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been taking him out on the paddleboard. He loves it. He just hangs out at the front and stares out into the water. It's great.
Nice.
Wow.
What about you, Jacob? Before you go on, Jacob, shout out to Becca with her cute picture with her niece or her nephew.
Her nephew. That's
her
Jackson.
nephew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The picture is cute, but Becca's hair was looking flawless. It was on point. So Becca, if you see this, your hair was on point. Like it just I'm sorry, everybody. I love hair, hair designs and stuff. And I just seen it and I was just like, the picture is so cute, but her hair is flawless. So I'll just send out this compliment. I'm sorry.
I feel like I called into the wrong podcast tonight. Are we sure this is Pow Block? Is it Monday night? Are we sure?
Yeah.
Boss Rush After Dark.
Coming soon.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, there's Becca in the chat right now. Yeah, so on Saturday, it was my grandmother's 91st birthday. So we went and hung out with her for that. And that was a really, really quick celebration. It was a lot of fun. I got to catch up with some cousins and aunts and uncles that I haven't, well, no uncles, but cousins and aunts that I haven't talked to in a while because of COVID and other things. I'm a hermit, so I stay to myself most of the time. And then actual July 4th, we had a Mario Golf drinking game tournament thing that we did, which was a lot of fun. Me and a couple other members of the Otter Kingdom played Mario Golf, where we were drinking several drinks throughout 18 holes and just having a crazy time. So that was my July 4th. Overall, not a bad weekend.
All right. Well, everybody, we're going to get into Snacktendo. Corey, what have you been snacking on?
Oh, let me tell you about this ice cream I had tonight. Okay.
Ooh.
It was chocolate. What was it? It was chocolate ice cream, but it had Oreo cookies in it and Moose Track chunks in it. And now I'm not like a huge ice cream guy, but it was very delicious. Very, very delicious.
The Moose Tracks had that's the one with the caramel in it, right?
I think so. I don't know. I don't really get Moose Tracks because sometimes it has nuts in it, and I don't do nuts. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Most of the Moose Tracks that I get, they don't have nuts in it. I thought it was just it's like the caramel and the chocolate.
I always get Moose Tracks and Rocky Road mixed up. I'm not sure which is which. I just avoid things that have weird names like that. You know, I want people to be direct with me, right? Chocolate. I know what chocolate is. Okay. I know what chocolate fudge is. I know what cookies and cream is. Okay. I don't need any of these fancy names like Chunky Monkey or, you know, Half Baked. I just want the ice cream. Tell me what's in it. You know.
Does Chunky Monkey have banana in it?
It's banana ice cream with like chunks of fudge and peanuts, I think, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. The peanuts ruin it for me.
I'm not a nut guy. Not a nut guy. I mean, I don't even really like peanut butter that much, so.
You're going to be mad.
I think we've been through this before. I only like, it has to be a specific brand of a specific type of peanut butter for me to eat it. So it's like really weird when it comes.
Are you one of those people who only eat Jif because it has a jar of sugar in it?
No, it's Peter Pan honey peanut butter creamy.
I need to find that still. I think when I go to the grocery store tomorrow,
Well, you work at Walgreens. I'm sure it's there, Ed. You just
it's not,
walk down aisle 4 and it's there.
We don't sell it. We don't sell Peter Pan at all.
I don't believe
Moose
you.
Tracks has Reese's. Okay.
That's it. Moose Track has Reese's in it. That's right. That's why I don't get Moose Tracks. But this didn't have that in it, so I don't know.
Reese's and ice cream is delicious.
No.
It's not Reese's, it's Reese's. Please don't start this argument.
Reese's Pieces.
No,
Reese's.
it's not. Pieces isn't a word.
It's Reese's Pieces.
It's not.
It's Reese's.
A word.
It's Reese's
is a
Pieces.
word.
It's
Reese's
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 Pieces.
Pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't start this.
What brand ice cream is it, Corey?
I don't know. Whatever was cheap at the store. I don't know.
Oh.
It's all the same. All right. It's all fatty, sugary milk that's frozen. Okay, and then it just goes into the body, makes me fat, and the next morning I wonder why I'm fatter than I was the day before. It's a vicious cycle, you know. Although the holiday's over, I had my egg whites this morning, had my chicken and salad tonight. So
Nice.
Gotta slim down, man. My t-shirts are starting to, not fit like they used to. We'll leave it at that. Anyways, Snacktendo, somebody else go.
Okay,
Tired of talking about how fat I am.
Dan, what has been your Snacktendo?
I think I've had a healthy diet of just burgers and hot dogs this weekend. There's been nothing else really. Nothing good in the snacks department. I haven't snacked at all. So yeah, burgers and hot dogs. Way to go.
All right. Jacob, what has you been snacking on?
Well, for my grandmother's 91st birthday, we had barbecue. So I had brisket and ribs and pork and beans and potato salad, rolls, green beans fried with bacon, made with bacon.
Sounds like the stereotypical American meal.
Oh
for
yeah.
a holiday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was good. It definitely wasn't towards the vegan diet that I'm working towards, but as I have said in the past, it's a slow step, little by little. But it was a holiday, and that was what was available. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have my fill. And then as far as snacks go, I've been back to eating. I'm gonna get yelled at for this, but I've been back to eating Chester's hot fries, which are not good for me because I have ulcers, and so they just make my stomach just turn over in knots. But I love those things so much, man. They are so good to just sit there and wow.
You must really love them.
I do.
If you are willing to endure that kind of pain.
I am, man. I get serious. I feel just miserable for the next day after I eat them, but it's so worth it. They're so good. But yeah, that's it for me. What about you, Ed? What are you snacking now?
So I have had the baked flaming hot Cheetos. And they are good. I think regular Cheetos I love, and the cheddar jalapeno Cheetos I love because they're not so oily or anything. The baked ones though, I like it because you don't really get no oil. You just really get the chip and some of the dryness and the spice. They are hot, but they're not hot than the regular flaming hot Cheetos, which I like. But when you add the Mountain Dew pineapple coconut, goodness, my eyes is watered. I was just like, ooh, my eyes is being cleansed. It's hot. It was so hot, and Corey might want to take his headphones off for this, but. Or he's gonna get me after the show about this one. Reese's Pieces has put out their all peanut butter cups. So
those are so good.
Yeah, so it was the king.
Because peanut butter is the best.
Doesn't that just defeat the point?
It kills
purpose
the purpose
of what
you
a
want
Reese's
it to be
is?
chocolate and peanut butter.
I want more peanut butter with my peanut butter.
So why don't you just put peanut butter in a cupcake cup and put it in the oven for 5 minutes and then put it in the freezer and then you'll have a peanut butter cup.
So this is the second year.
Worst. This is the worst.
I'm out.
Anything worse than a Reese's cup is a Reese's cup with no chocolate.
So I'm with you, Ed.
So this is the second year they do it. It's kind of limited. I think they only do it for a summer thing because it's something that they don't sell all year. We just got it. So I was just like, you know what? Let me taste it again to see. I got it to see if they changed the recipe or anything like that.
This is the worst idea I've ever heard in my life.
So, I mean, it was good. I ate it and stuff. So that was the only thing because I just wanted to see if they changed the taste or anything or any ingredients. But yeah, I tried that and everything, and then had some honey barbecue chicken tenders from KFC, and some teriyaki chicken and mushroom chicken with fried rice from Panda Express. I'm very limited when I'm at work to eat stuff because I can't go nowhere. Most of the higher management is gone, so I have to have people deliver food to me. So yeah, that's all I have in my snack Tendo. So everybody, we're gonna move on to Game Fact Events. Dan, take it away.
Can we come back to me after the news for Game Fact Advance?
Oh, sure.
You're screwing up the routine, Dan.
I am.
Well, we're gonna get into Femi News. Corey, take it away.
God, now I gotta open the doc because I wasn't ready. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Look,
I don't want to talk about not being ready right now.
Professionals right now.
All right. So since I didn't look at the doc, I had to take out the first story I originally had because apparently it's our main topic. Ed titled the doc wrong. He blamed Google for it. So
Pow Block sounds like a mess right now.
It really does.
It's fine. This is what they show up for, you know? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So basically, Nintendo is looking to improve their online service. This comes from Nintendo Everything, from Brian. It just says Brian at NE_Brian. It says, Nintendo Switch Online has been going for 3 years strong. We've seen the introduction of classic games on the console, new titles like Tetris 99, and opportunities to try out certain titles through game trials. The SNES library started up on Switch Online in 2019. Since then, though, the lineup of classics has been a bit static. Some people have hoped that Nintendo could expand offerings with Nintendo 64 and Game Boy games. Later in the article, Furukawa, the president of Nintendo, stated Nintendo started the Nintendo Switch Online service in September of 2018 for the Nintendo Switch users. People with memberships can play games with their friends online, such as titles like Animal Crossing New Horizons. In addition, they can play some of the games that were released on the NES and SNES. Members in the service exceed 26 million paying accounts in September of last year and is still growing steadily, in step with the increase of Nintendo Switch systems and sales. For Nintendo Switch Online, it's important not only to increase the number of new members, but also to encourage existing members to continue using the service. So we are working to increase the appeal of the service to make it even more fun and convenient to play with Nintendo Switch. So basically, I guess what's going to entice you to keep your Nintendo Switch Online service? I mean, I know we all kind of play games together, like Mario Kart and Smash and stuff, and you need that to play games together. But what's going to make it more enticing for people who don't really play online? Because I have an NES Classic. I have a Super Nintendo Classic. These games are available on Virtual Console and Wii U and 3DS. What's going to entice people to keep their memberships going? Jacob, I'm going to start with you. He's muted.
Professionalism, guys. Nothing but professionalism here. Yeah, so I agree with you, Corey. For the likes of us, for probably a lot of our listeners, for Pow Block, the idea of the Nintendo Switch Online service, the gaming service, like the SNES and NES, that's not really a huge factor in it because we have those available elsewhere. But for a lot of people, I don't think that's necessarily the case. However, I do think, and we've talked about it on the show, but I think the big draw that they could add would be once a month, once every other month, whatever they feel comfortable with, providing a Games with Gold style of service. Mm-hmm. Not a Game Pass. I don't think Nintendo can get into the Game Pass market. I think Xbox has that locked down. But they could definitely do like when Mario Party Superstars comes out, they could do games with whatever, Nintendo Classics, whatever they want to call it, and do Super Mario Party for free if you have Nintendo Switch Online. And that would get you into the idea of like, well, I want to buy this new one. This one's so good. I want to play this new one now too.
I mean, they could even include older games like ARMS or Splatoon 2 closer to when Splatoon 3 comes out or something. You know what I mean? Like they could do what Sony and Xbox kind of do already, is like, oh, there's a new game coming out, right? Like the second Plague Tale game is coming out. Sony's giving away Plague Tale Innocence for free with their PlayStation Plus program, right? That's what makes sense.
And I think that's an incentive. Now, Nintendo's online compared to the other guys, it's incredibly cheap. Mm-hmm. You can pay for it by paying for one fast food meal, basically, depending on how much you get for the entire year for yourself. So I don't know if that cost rises or not with this type of service. However, I don't think it necessarily has to. Mm-hmm. I think that Nintendo has a large enough library that they could do a bunch of the older content so that the stuff that's not selling new on shelves anymore isn't getting affected. Yeah. But I really don't see them ever being like Game Passes with their, the game came out today, it's available for free on Game Pass. Like they'll never drop Breath of the Wild.
Oh no, they're never going to do that. I feel like
but their B tier games that could easily drop.
I mean, I feel like you said, Super Mario Party, or even something like Yoshi's Crafted World or any Kirby game, right? Like those games could be on that for sure.
So, yeah.
I think they could go in a kind of what you're saying, but I think they've been kind of doing it already, where they've been releasing games for free for a week, just to entice people. Like they did ARMS last summer. One of you guys mentioned ARMS. They did that for a week, and I think it pushed a little sales for them. And they just did one last week. I forget what it was, but they also did like Pokken Tournament and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I think that might be something we see more consistently, like maybe once a month, which would help them, sell some of these games that you're saying that are more B tier that, they want to get people more into. If you're taking a look at the ones that they have been doing it with, like ARMS and Pokken Tournament, like they want people to get into this. They want people to play online, and they want these things to be good IPs for them. So it's a good way to promote stuff that people haven't really heard of or just don't want to take a chance on.
Mm-hmm. Ed, what about you?
I think I feel like with the Switch Online, with like some of the older games with the Super Nintendo NES, I think what they're going to probably do is try to release more games, but also release more import and international games and everything. Because that's one thing that I've been loving about the Switch, like the NES and the Super NES Online, is that we got games on here that we've never heard of, like the actual Famicom and Famicom and probably the UK versions. So I think they're going to probably push more with that. I do agree with Dan also that they'll probably push a lot of their older titles out for like free weekends, but they may actually extend it to a whole free week. That people, like, if you haven't played this game and stuff or heard of it, here it is. You guys can play it, and then here's a 30% off for the game on the eShop and stuff. Or if you want to go out and buy the game, we got it at Target or Nintendo online, that Nintendo.com for 30% off or something. Like, I think they're going to entice that. And it may also lead to, if they see the bump in sales, that could also lead to more games in that particular series come out and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It could be like a Microsoft situation where, like, they say games on Game Pass, we see higher sales numbers not only by people who are subscribing, but people who aren't subscribing are talking to their friends about games, and they're buying the games. And then if you have a Game Pass subscription, you get a discount on games, you know. And then, like, older games in the series always get a boost when that game comes to Game Pass also.
Yeah. One last thing, I think they're going to have a tournament service where they take a particular title that you could enter in for like bonus coins for your Nintendo, like your Nintendo purchases, where to get those coins and stuff. Maybe you could get an extra $5 if you become number one, or anyone who.
Don't they already do that?
They tried that with Mario Tennis for sure. I don't know if they're doing that with anything else, but I know they did it with Mario Kart. I know they did it with Splatoon. I think they did it with ARMS, because there was like an ARMS Open and a Splatoon Open a couple months ago, I think.
I think they've done that with Mario Kart, and they do that a lot with Tetris 99, I think, as well. And maybe Pac-Man. I'm not sure about that one.
I just think that people would get more rewarded. Like, if you participate, you get like at least like $1 added to your account.
I just don't think people care about the Nintendo coins that you can use, right? Like, to download wallpapers and stuff. I just don't think people care.
I don't.
You know, I'm actually thinking about the coins that you get when you buy digital games.
Oh, like the discount coins, like
the gold coins.
Gotcha.
The gold coins. So, you know, if everybody's playing it, if you win, you got a chance to get like $10 added on. But if you participate, and even if you don't make it, here's $1 coin and everything. And, you know, at least people, that gives them incentives to be like, let me, you know, get Nintendo Online, because at least I am getting some benefit from it and stuff. I'm be able to play this game, and this, you know, maybe I do get a chance to win $10, and it's a weekend thing, you know. And while doing it, by still promoting more stuff and more games for digital sales for Nintendo.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, for me, if I wasn't already using the service, like, to keep me enticed would be like classic games. I want more classic offerings. I want N64 and GameCube stuff on there. I want all kinds of Game Boy stuff on there. Like, I was looking at the Wii U eShop a couple weeks ago. They have Game Boy Advance, they have DS, they have Wii, they have N64. Like, if you want a virtual console, like, the Wii U is like the best place to go right now.
It really is, yeah.
Plus, like, if you bought anything on Wii and you transferred it over to the Wii U, yeah, you have to go into Wii mode, but, like, your stuff's still transferred over, right? So, like, I don't know, man. If you have a Wii U, like, that's the place to go for virtual console stuff right now. Because I was thinking about buying the Metroid games to play through them, Fusion and Zero Mission.
I mean, the easiest answer to this question is just bring the virtual console to the Switch, right?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, though, like, you wouldn't have to pay for the service to buy the games. Like, I think the service, like, even if you raised it $10 a year or $15 a year or whatever, like, bring in 64 and GameCube games over. They prove they can do it, right?
Yeah.
Mario 64 or the Mario 3D All Stars collection, like, they literally just put those games on the cartridge. They didn't even do anything to them.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, a little bit.
I mean, Sunshine's in widescreen, but, like, still, those games are basically untouched. Like, for better or for worse, like, you can do this. Ugh. upsets me, guys. I'm getting upset. I'm sweating. I feel my heart pumping. Probably because I've chugged enough energy drinks today to like kill a cow, but it's fine. It's fine. Anybody else have anything to say on this before we move on?
Nope.
All right, cool. So, sorry, I'm time stamping this like a good podcaster. This is from our friends over at Nintendo Life. From Liam Doolin. He said, Nintendo has started a new Ask the Developer interview series. Now, for people that may not remember, there was a interview series called Iwata Asks, which they just released the book. If you haven't read the book, it's a good book. You should definitely check it out. So I'm just going to read this article and ask you guys what you think about it. During Satoru Iwata's time as Nintendo's president, he had a special series known as Iwata Asks, where he spoke to people like Shigeru Miyamoto and Earthbound's creator Shigesato Itoi about the company's hardware and series of games. His book, Ask Iwata, was recently localized, and now Nintendo has started a new series called Ask the Developer. In the first volume, the focus is on the Switch release Game Builder Garage, and features a discussion between the game's director and programmer, Naoki Masuda, and sub-director Kazuki Tashima. And then the quote in here is, to kick off this Ask the Developer series in which Nintendo developers convey, in their own words, Nintendo's thoughts about creating products and the specific points they are particular about. We are talking to two people who were involved in the development of the Game Builder Garage game. And then there's a link to the Developer Volume 1 article on Nintendo's website. I think this is really cool. The Iwata Asks segment was really cool to read if you ever read any of them. Really learn a lot. It really gives you insight on the creative aspect of how Nintendo thinks about developing games. So what do you guys think of this? Ed, I'm going to go your way first.
I love it. I'm glad that they're bringing back. We talk, even though this don't have nothing to do with the Indie Direct. I think we love when we hear from developers and creators about games, and getting some insight from Nintendo, not just only from the Nintendo Direct, but actually like reading their mindset of what they think about games and how they get to creating them. It's so educational and it's so good. And I think when you actually start playing it, whether the game is in production or the game already came out and they speak about it, you get more insight, and you kind of end up like, for some people, liking the product a little bit more because you're more informed on why some of the decisions and creativity was placed in the game. So I love it. I'm glad that they're bringing it back. It's good to read just like how people think about games and create them. So I'm happy for it.
Dan, what do you think about this?
I'm with Ed. I mean, this is just kind of awesome to see like the inside of just where these ideas come from and how they execute them. It's always just a business I've been kind of fascinated by, and even reading this Game Builder Garage one, there's so much more to it than you could possibly imagine. So I'm all for it. I can't wait to see them coming out with more and more, especially of games I've played, like, put a lot of hours in. I have Game Builder Garage, but I haven't had time to really, put too much effort into it. But
yeah,
I mean, that was so cool reading that thing.
Cool. Jacob, what about you?
Yeah, I love that they're doing it. That was one of my favorite things that Iwata ever kind of brought to the company, was the more inside look into Nintendo as a whole. Mm-hmm. However, my laziness wants them to do it in a more produced style. Like when they announced Metroid Dread, they had that really short interview question and answer thing, Q&A with the developer of Metroid Dread. I loved that because I could consume that just while listening, while doing other things, and still get the whole thing. Of course, I did have to read subtitles for that one, but
you're not fluent in Japanese, Jacob? No,
unfortunately not, man. I hope to be one day. But I'm a sucker for well produced, and even if it's cheesy, just produced content. I love Nintendo Minute. I watch it every time it comes out. Like, it's an event for me. I like sit down and watch it. And it's so cheesy, but it's fun. It's like, it's just cool. It's cool to watch and see, and like see them goof around. And so I would so much prefer them maybe doing it less, but doing it really well produced, maybe a little bit longer, maybe like 20-minute sessions of just questions and answers and like a little detail on the game and the process, rather than reading these interviews. But I appreciate it nonetheless, because at least it's something. At least they're kind of getting back into that more open door style.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm actually really glad that Game Builder Garage was like the first thing that they did it for, because like it's literally a game designing tool, and the fact that game designers are commenting on a game design tool is like really fascinating, right? Like when they did the Unreal Engine 5 reveal, like that stuff is really interesting and stuff. Like, even though I don't understand 80% of it, right, but like it's still really cool to hear them talk about the tech and what it can do. And I think it's really interesting that their first one was on Game Garage, what's it called? Game Builder Garage. Thank you. So that's really cool. All right, our next story, guys. 3DS. It's back. Sort of. So this comes from Nintendo Everything. Metroid: Samus Returns is topping the charts on the 3DS. No surprise there, since we kind of talked about last week that the Wii U eShop is Metroid enhanced, you would say.
It's popping.
So let me see here. This week's eShop charts are as follows for the 3DS. Pokemon Crystal, Metroid Samus Returns, and then later on down the line is Metroid 2 Return of Samus is also getting a boost at number 18 on the 3DS sales chart. So pretty crazy that the 3DS is getting some games up there for Nintendo. It's cool to see, right? Because like obviously Mercury Steam is the developer of Metroid Dread. Nintendo was obviously happy with what they did with Metroid Samus Returns. It seems like not only Nintendo, but the industry as a whole is going, hey, we'd like you to remake a game, and if you do well enough with the remake, we're going to give you a full new project to work on. And it's kind of nice to see Nintendo taking that approach too with Metroid. Jacob, what do you think about this?
I love it. I was one of the people that bought the game, so I contributed to this. But I love it. I think that it's always nice to get a resurgence in people checking out older games. I think that that just bodes well for the new game coming out. I mean, I know Metroid Dread has been like topping Amazon's gaming charts for the past, like, since it's announced.
It's number one still right now.
So that's only a good sign, because that means people are going to buy the game. It's going to be really successful, and hopefully it's I mean, I'm sure it will be critically acclaimed just as much as just fan loved. And that means that they might start diving into some older IPs as well, instead of just the big three, which are Zelda, Mario, and I guess Kirby.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Kirby's.
He gets so many games, dude.
It's crazy to think about, but Kirby is like in the top 5 Nintendo IPs that sell, right? Like all the time, because it's so appealing to kids, right? Yeah. My kid likes Kirby. I'm very upset. Dan,
It's not a bad game to like.
I mean, she's 3, right? She just whatever. Dan, what do you think? What do you think about this?
I don't know. I guess it kind of circles back to what we were talking about with the online services, where they really should be selling games on the Switch and make it easy for us to play. Like, why are people having to run to their 3DS, which they've stopped putting in production, to go play a Metroid game, right? Like,
it's better than whipping out your Wii to play the last one.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just seems silly to me. I'm glad people are getting back into Metroid. I mean, I'm not particularly a big Metroid fan, but it's cool to see the hype around it for sure.
Yeah. Ed, what about you?
I love this. I think it's kind of the Zelda / Breath of the Wild thing. And the reason why I say that because before Breath of the Wild came out and people got a good idea, people were getting their kids to play Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and actually go back to the original Legend of Zelda. So there's something about Nintendo's franchises that when you get excited for it or you become new to a project or new to a franchise, you go back and kind of play the history of those games that is available. Yeah, Samus Returns didn't really sell well, but everybody was hyped when it came out. And so this resurgence of the Metroid series is a great thing. This, like, a lot of people haven't felt this way since Super Metroid. And it's exciting to see that, Samus Return is getting its due, that people are going back and seeing people beat it and being surprised to be like, man, that really was a great game. It literally is the platinum games kind of situation where something like when a company works with Nintendo, people start seeking more of their work out. And like with Platinum Games, they were like after Bayonetta 2, they were just getting tons of work everywhere. So, Mercury Steam, people going back and actually seeing Service Returns after how Castlevania Lord of Shadows 2 did, it's kind of interesting to see that people are actually realizing how great work and getting the numbers up and stuff. Shoot, people still are trying to find the physical copy of Samus Returns, and that's costing them a lot. Like people were jacking up the prices to $100 and more.
It's not that much. You can buy a new copy on Amazon right now for $45.
Shoot.
I'm looking it up right now because I almost bought it the other day.
You can also buy it digitally for less than that. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so new Samus Returns, Nintendo 3DS, new inbox with Prime shipping, $46 even.
So I'm willing to bet that that's because Nintendo had stock of that game somewhere, and they just like sent it out to Amazon or
Well, also
because it wasn't that way a few weeks ago.
Guys, the superior Metroid game, Metroid Federation Force, is $19.80 on Amazon.
The game I still need to buy.
No, you don't. Yeah. You don't need to buy it. I defended it, but you do not need to buy it.
I need to buy it because it's a Nintendo game, and I need as many Nintendo games that I want. I just need to have it. That's all. That's all I care for.
No.
It's only $20. It's not going to hurt me.
It could.
Anyways, it's cool. I still want Samus Returns on Switch. I can't believe that they have not ported it yet. I bet this is the Metroid game we get next year, by the way. Samus Returns.
Samus Returns? I'm willing to bet that, yeah.
Especially, like, it seems like Nintendo's getting into this rotation of, like, remaster, remake, full release. At least that's what it seems like with Zelda, right? Because like we got Link's Awakening, now we're getting Skyward Sword HD, and then we're gonna get Breath of the Wild 2. And we got 2 Hyrule Warriors games in there somewhere.
Well, when we was recording that one episode, I think me and you was talking there when I said I feel like that Metroid is going to get the Game & Watch treatment next year.
I bet they get it in the spring.
With Metroid, because I think Metroid 1, 2, and Super Metroid probably might just go all 5 games.
That would be crazy.
They couldn't do Super Metroid because you have to have the left and right bumpers, or they could, but they'd have to redesign the Game & Watch. That's why you didn't get A Link to the Past on the Game & Watch. You got Link's Awakening, which is the better game, but that would be why.
Link's Awakening is the best Zelda game.
It is the best game of all time.
It's up there.
It's the greatest.
Right. I would then.
All right.
I mean, my favorite Zelda is Twilight Princess, so I can't.
Yes,
really
thank you.
Much.
Yes, I love Dan. He can stay. Shut up, Ed.
No,
Twilight Princess was my favorite Zelda game.
All I was gonna say is everybody go watch our Zelda listing episode, and
That was a great episode.
That was
Twilight Princess was my favorite Zelda game until Breath of the Wild came out.
Link's
Pow Block.
Awakening.
Fun fact: Pow Block started with a question about Twilight Princess. Anyways,
Really?
yeah. Here we go. Next, our next story. By the way, fun fact, everybody. Hope your Pow Block lore. Our next story is about Mortal Kombat. Everybody, Mortal Kombat's wow, jeez. NetherRealm confirms Mortal Kombat 11 content is done, and studio moves on to its next game. The studio took to the official Mortal Kombat 11 Twitter account to relay the news, saying NetherRealm is now focused on its next project, and after more than 2 years of supporting Mortal Kombat DLC for the game, and including characters, has come to an end. With Aftermath and Ultimate, this decision doesn't come as much of a surprise. NetherRealm has done a fantastic job of surprising fans with different characters, improving the overall experience, and with constant updates and more story to enjoy this universe further. When it's time to move on, it's time, and when a new project is already in the works, the studio won't have to stretch its team too thin to get everything on the docket done. Did any of you play Mortal Kombat 11?
Nope.
I did.
I am planning to buy it.
He's planning on it, guys. He's planning to buy it. Ed, if I had $1 for every game you said you were planning to buy, I would retire yesterday.
Well,
he does follow through in buying them.
I know.
That's true.
Like, he has literally every game.
I know.
There's like 3,900 games on the Switch. I'm sure he's around 3,600.
I told you that Ed's house is basically just built out of plastic Blu-ray cases at this point.
well, I plan on buying Mortal Kombat 11 for PS4 along with Switch because Bay wants to learn how to play it, so he wants me to teach him. So I'm going to do that. Yeah.
I bought Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch, and it is a really good port of the game. Granted, the skybox and like some of the assets in the stages don't look great, but it runs at 60 frames a second. The character models look good, and it feels like Mortal Kombat. So,
I think a lot of people are just there for the fighting. I don't think it's so much the graphical state of that game, and it's always on sale. So
I know it's on sale right now. The Ultimate Edition, which gets you all the DLC and the extra story, is $23.99 on the eShop now.
They're like giving that game away.
I know, dude. It's on sale every time it goes off sale. A week later, it's back on sale for 2 weeks. Like it's like so.
But it's so good. It's so like they were surprised that it sold even well.
It sold like 18 million copies.
Yeah. I think for their next project, I'm thinking it's what's the DC one?
Injustice.
Injustice.
Well, it's rumored that their next project is a Marvel game.
A Marvel game?
Yeah. Maybe we'll get Marvel vs. DC.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That'd be really cool.
Then they would be the second company that has worked with Marvel and DC for a video game.
I mean, I'm sure there's more than that. Nintendo did. Nintendo just published DC Teen Girl Power.
Oh,
that's true. Yeah,
it is true. With Marvel Ultimate being okay. So then they would be the third because Konami did Batman Returns and X-Men, so that's why I was thinking that they would be the second one. Which was weird. I didn't even know that Nintendo had published that DC one. I was just like, really? I was shocked about that because I thought it was a Warner Brothers game that was being published.
I mean, I think Nintendo probably wants to appeal to a wider range of gamers, and I know that show that game's based off of is really popular, especially with little girls, I guess. So
and it got good reviews.
Yeah, so. It got decent reviews for a kids game. So I mean, it's cool. It's cool to see that. Anybody else have anything to say on Mortal Kombat 11? I hope their next game is Injustice 3 because Injustice 3 is great. You think Injustice 2 was great because it had the Ninja Turtles in it, and that's literally all I want. I really want their next game to be Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter.
Oh,
when does the
Come
SNES style Ninja Turtles beat 'em up game come out?
I don't think they have a date yet.
Very vague 2021.
Okay.
So probably
This
November. I don't know.
I think October they'll drop it.
You think their next game's going to come to Switch? You think they'll make the effort?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think
Even with the new consoles out that are
Yeah.
going to power them out.
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll make the effort. I think they have seen the sales numbers on Switch for Mortal Kombat 11. I think they'll make the next game that they make come out.
Yeah.
Right. And it's probably been more physical that they love seeing, with the other ones being probably more digital. So,
okay. Well, we're gonna move on. I think Mortal Kombat 11 I think it's a good game, and I think that Nintendo should really push for the next one to come to Switch. So, any hoozle. Yes, I said any hoozle. Why, you say? I don't know. But an ultra rare copy of the original NES Zelda is already going for crazy money. So this comes from Nintendo Life. Liam Doolin again writes, so not long ago, a super rare version of Super Mario Brothers sold for $660,000 at auction, and now it's The Legend of Zelda's turn. Yes, in a crazy world we now live in, people are buying this hard-to-find retro game cartridge for an insane amount of money. A 1987 copy of the NES classic Zelda, which is sealed grade 9 Rev A. It is a sealed grade 9 Rev A early production version, produced only for a few months, has already surpassed $110,000 in bids with 5 days remaining. Now, this story came up yesterday, so 4 days left. I'm going to try to find the update to the auction. Heritage Auction says it may be the only copy of this particular cartridge it will ever have the opportunity to offer. The only other Legend of Zelda cart that's rarer than this is the NES TM version, which is the, quote, true first production run. It's believed there's only a single sealed copy that exists of that version, and there's no saying it will ever go on sale. These NES games, man. NES is almost 40 years old now. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It makes me feel old. So how do you guys feel about feeling old because of these games being sold?
I'm kind of puzzled because I've never seen this one in stores.
What, this version?
This version, yeah, I've never seen it in stores. Because I had the original Legend of Zelda, and when I'm looking at the box art of it, I'm like, oh, they didn't have that. The top, the way that it looks is like the top left that's facing you. Mm-hmm. It didn't have that on there when I got it. So I think it may be a regional thing, and it may be like certain.
Well, they said this version was only in production for a couple months. So it could have been you bought the game after this version was in production. You know what I mean?
The one that you're used to probably has that heart in the top left of the shield.
Yeah.
This one has a cutout so that you can see that it's a gold cartridge.
Yeah.
And that was like an original selling point. So the first couple whatever amount it was had that so that like people could see like, oh man, this is a gold, like that's really cool. It's a colored cartridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, I just never seen it. You know?
It's all good.
So,
what's interesting is this isn't just with NES games. This is so Rebellity in the chat. Becca was shopping in a used game store and saw a boxed copy of Pokemon either Red or Blue for $400. Mm-hmm. Like those old games that had the cardboard cases, the cardboard boxes, man, if those things survive, they are worth a fortune just because of the fact that they survived.
I have my entire Nintendo 64 library complete in box, except for like 3 games.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that's crazy. I've got a couple of them as well, but like
I have 33 and 64 games, and I think 29 of them are complete inbox.
So I wonder if Nintendo cardboard games are way more than PlayStation 1 cardboard games.
Some of those, you mean the ones in the tall boxes?
Yeah,
like the ones that look like the Sega CD boxes.
Yeah,
I think those are actually worth more than like
they switched over to the plastic cases.
Yeah,
there's that difference. So that one makes it more rare because it wasn't in the original casing.
Yeah.
The reason I ask is because I've never seen nobody like sell those or put them on auction or eBay and stuff. Maybe just me not looking for it, but you would think that someone would report on some of those PS1 games.
Well, to me, it's like I feel like now games that old, right? People who are collectors probably have them already at a certain point, right? And people and those are the people that have them, or people who are nostalgic for them, and then they don't want to get rid of them, and then like when people like me die and my kids want to make some money, they're going to sell my entire collection and they'll be rich. You know what I mean? Like that's the next time you're going to see these games become, worth more money, is when the people who collected them are gone and their kids or whoever they leave their will to have this collection now, and they're like, well, I don't care about any of this, so let's get rid of it. That's the next step.
I think that's why everybody goes to these garage sales in the rich neighborhoods, because Mama Kim don't know nothing about what she was buying for her son, but her son put it in pristine. They'll put it in the box. Here, have these games for $20. Not realize that she could be selling a box that's worth $95,000 worth of games if you look at it. So,
yeah, no, for real. There's something to be said about doing your research before you go to sell anything, because there's a lot of people out there that don't bother with that. And it's like my grandma, famous for buying Christmas gifts throughout the year, wrapping it, getting it all nice and neat, and then totally forgetting that she ever bought it. And so my family is always like, man, whenever it comes to her time, we're gonna have to go through, we'll probably find several $100,000 worth of just gifts that she forgot that she bought. And so it's stuff like that but back in the day, back when these were brand new, somebody finds it in the attic and it was in a sealed container.
Yeah. I still have a bunch of stuff in box. Like I have 3 Game Boy games complete in box. I have Super Mario Land complete in box. I have Pokemon Yellow complete in box, and I have the original Link's Awakening complete in box.
I love that.
Yeah, and I won't ever get. I will bust out Pokemon Yellow complete in box and get rid of it, no problem. But I'm keeping Link's Awakening, everybody. Also, side tangent: if anybody out there likes Pokemon cards, I have a bunch of original set first editions that I want to get rid of, and I would like to buy a house with that money someday. So call me. We'll make a deal. I have a first edition Blastoise foil card from that original set. So, and it's
Boss Rush Network QVC.
Yeah, dude, that'd be such an awesome show to do.
Right here in the next 15 minutes, get your limited edition Pokemon Yellow.
Oh God. Okay. We're gonna.
Can we have Celeste do the narrating to sell it? Because I think everybody would buy it for Celeste.
Jeez. All right. So we're gonna move on. Dan kind of stepped away for a second, so we're just gonna go on to the next story without him. This also comes from Nintendo Life. It's a rumor, again, from Liam Doolin. We need to have Liam Doolin on the show because we read enough of his stories that he should just be on here.
Talk with us.
Rumor is that there's supposedly a new Donkey Kong animation in development. Donkey Kong is being taken seriously at the Big N again. Remember that rumor was going around that the Mario Odyssey team is working on a 3D Donkey Kong game, which, I don't know, I feel like I would rather have a Tropical Freeze sequel and then them just work on Mario Odyssey. But that's just me Donkey Kong has been missing in action since the port of Tropical Freeze arriving on Switch in 2018. More recently, there have been rumors about Nintendo EPD working on a new video game entry to the DK series. Leaker Zippo previously backed up these rumors, and now they are at it again with a fresh update that what's apparently going to be behind the scenes. In a new blog post, they claim that Donkey Kong is going to be the next big Nintendo IP to be transformed into multimedia juggernaut. It's not just going to be a one-off, according to their sources. The plan is to go beyond games and bring new animation, a theme park expansion, and merchandise. Signing off, the leaker says DK is being taken seriously again by Nintendo and claims the details all about it will be revealed soon. There's a couple quotes from this leaker, but basically a new Donkey Kong cartoon of some sort, whether it's a movie or a series of movies or a Netflix show or whatever. Kind of exciting, right? Like that DK computer animated show from the late 90s was...
a gem? Nothing but a masterpiece?
It was fun. Yeah, we'll say fun. Although if you look at it now, you're like, oh my gosh, how'd they ever? Although it might be better than the Zelda. No, nothing's better than the Zelda animation. Okay,
yeah,
nothing's better. But
At the end,
no, the Zelda show. Excuse me, princess.
oh, the Fridays from the Super Mario Brothers show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Mr. Nintendo over here.
But I'm excited for this. Especially depending on what studio they get to do this. Like, I mean, I'm not expecting a tough as nails Donkey Kong anime, but if they get like a studio that's able to put out the quality of like the Castlevania anime, like that was so good. So I could see them, or like Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom is actually a really good cartoon show, and it's really clever, and actually has a lot of great things for adults. Like it touches on like a lot of like, you know, how cartoons do nowadays, where it's like they're the kid friendly, but they've got something there for the adults. So I think Donkey Kong could hit that stride. I think they've got a lot of wacky, goofy characters, and it's one of those series that isn't like, it's not so sacred as like Mario that they can get a little weird with it and it be okay.
Donkey
I
Kong
think
could
that's
be
cool.
really weird. You could get really weird with Donkey Kong. It'd be awesome.
I think the people who made the Pikmin shorts probably are doing the animation. Like I could see them doing that. I still want that Star Fox Zero anime TV show. I thought that was so cool.
I'm telling you, you could do a Star Fox anime. You could do an F-Zero anime. I feel like F-Zero would be the one they would go the anime route with.
Yeah. F-Zero, I would
In
definitely
the vein of Speed Racer.
God, yeah.
Oh.
That'd be awesome if they just did like an literal 80s anime. It'd be so.
Either Speed Racer or like Cowboy Bebop, but with F-Zero characters.
Yeah. So I would watch some DK for sure. We were just playing Smash and I whooped my nephews with DK. So.
Oh, I can't wait for there to be a Smash short collection of all the characters that they reveal, and you just like put it on your Switch and just watch it all.
I'm sure somebody has a playlist on YouTube of that, right? Like I'm sure you can just go and see all the Smash reveals. Dan, how do you feel about this DK animation stuff since you're back?
I haven't looked into it all.
It's just, I mean, there's nothing really to say. A leaker said that there's a new DK animated something coming.
Would you watch a Donkey Kong cartoon, Dan?
So yes, I would watch a Donkey Kong cartoon, and I saw the rumors, and I just I have a hard time believing these rumors after, I don't know if you guys talked about this when I was up, but David Howe was interviewed by David Lasby. David Howe is an editor for the Castlevania anime series, and he had just mentioned on David Lasby's Twitter that, you know, he thought it would be cool about like a Zelda anime. So David Lasby interviewed him, and this was on Zelda Dungeon, and Nintendo Life caught the interview and wrote an article about the interview, and it snowballed into different outlets talking about it, saying that like David Howe is the director of Castlevania and saying that like he was pitching the idea, and it like snowballed into this crazy thing. And they were like, and then it was pretty much trending on Twitter that there was a Zelda anime that was going to happen that had nothing to do with the Zelda anime. Like, it was like the craziest thing. So now when I see these, I'm like, there's no way. I'm not even looking into it.
Yeah.
It's really David's fault.
It is.
Well, I mean, as we all know, he does have immediate connections with everyone at Nintendo of America, so he probably did greenlight it right then and there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna move on from this and talk about Netflix and Nintendo. Speaking of, have ended support for the 3DS and Wii U.
Oh no!
I mean, I mean, who's still watching Netflix on their Wii U or in their 3DS? Ed, do not answer this question.
I watched Netflix on my 3DS one time.
I didn't even know it was on 3DS. That's how.
Yeah,
Not often.
I did.
That's pretty cool. It's on 3DS though.
Not anymore. Everybody lost their chance.
So that's when they talked about, picking up where you left off. So if you was watching it on, let's say, Wii U, and you had to go somewhere, and you took your 3DS, if you was able to get online with your 3DS, you could go on Netflix and continue where you left off of that TV show.
Yeah, but I've never understood. This has been something like people have fought for Netflix, or I think Hulu is on the Switch now, but like all of the consoles, 90% of the people that have these consoles, they have a smart TV. They have some program to allow them to watch it. You can watch this everywhere. The even when the 3DS was like the thing for Nintendo, everyone had a phone. Like that's literally what happened. Is I watched it once on my 3DS, watched one episode of I think Futurama, and was like, I could just watch this on my phone and it would be better quality. And that's what I did. Like,
yeah. I think with Switch, where people are doing a lot of traveling and stuff, they don't have to bring all of this equipment to do it. They could just plop it down. Put
yeah, but everybody has a
on.
Smartphone that they could do that with, right?
Yeah,
and I feel like that's why Netflix isn't on the Switch, right? Like Hulu is, but it's like a very,
but
it's not great. It's not a great version of Hulu, right? But like, you have I guess for kids and stuff, right, that don't have smartphones, but every kid under the age of 9 that I know probably has a smartphone already.
I think you got to think of data plans versus free online.
Who has data plans? Everybody has unlimited now.
Right, but there might be some people who don't have unlimited data on their phone, and if if they already got their Switch connected to free Wi-Fi, they could just watch Netflix or Hulu or whatever.
But then why isn't their phone connected?
You got me. You literally got me. Some people don't even think about.
Ed's doing a very terrible job at justifying his.
I appreciate it. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
I'm just saying that some people, they may not even think of putting their phone on free Wi-Fi because they think the Wi-Fi is already on their phone, so they're just using their phone for it. They'll think of people would rather put their Switch online at McDonald's to do Smash tournaments, and don't realize that they could put their phone free online on free Wi-Fi at McDonald's. So that kind of tells you something.
I don't know.
Ed.
Anyways,
I don't know.
I watch Netflix through my Xbox and it's fine. So
my favorite thing about the Switch is that it doesn't have a mobile browser. I can't watch I can watch YouTube and Hulu and stuff, but I don't even have the app on there because it's like I want it to just be gaming. I just want to play games on this machine. I've got a phone that is basically a computer in the back of my pocket at all times, and I don't need another device I just want to play games, man.
Yeah.
And so this has always been so weird to me.
Yeah. I downloaded the YouTube app and watched Nintendo Pow Block on the Switch one time because I was like, that would be cool to watch our podcast on a Nintendo device, and then I deleted it because I'm like, well, I have 8,000 other devices to watch this on. I don't need it to crowd up my memory card.
I I take my because when I have my Switch and I'm in the house, since I get YouTube when I'm getting ready in the shower stuff, I throw on YouTube to do some chill hop or some music and stuff. Even when if I'm like ironing my clothes, I'm downstairs, I throw it on there and stuff. I guess I just like carrying it with me. So that's just me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, it makes about as much sense to me as putting the Smash Brothers soundtrack available to listen to on your Nintendo Switch when you have Smash Brothers booted up.
Yeah. All right, our last story of the night of family news. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin post-launch roadmap revealed. See, I was keeping LaRon sweating. I told him we were going to talk about it tonight, and I made it our last story on purpose so he would stick around, because I know he hates Nintendo so much. This is from IGN. Adam Bankhurst. Capcom has revealed the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin post-launch roadmap through October of 2021. It includes free new monsties like Monster Hunter Rises. Let's see how angry LaRon gets by me butchering these Monster Hunter names. Jacob too. Jacob's live reaction. I want to see LaRon's chat answers. Let's see. Palamute.
Yeah, that's good.
Great.
That's good. Well done.
I did it. And a few co-op quest exclusive monsters. Monster Hunter Stories 2 will be released on Nintendo Switch and PC on July 9th. The first post-launch content will be the aforementioned Palamute Monstie that arrives on July 15th. So July 15th is a free title update. Free title update 2 will come August 5th with a co-op quest exclusive monster, Kolv Teroth?
Kolv Teroth, but yeah. It's okay.
Made it seem like it was not okay. You're just like, actually, it's...
Well, actually,
Other new monsties, Hellblade. I can't, gosh, this image is too small. Hellblade, Glavenus.
Yeah, good
and
job.
Bolt Reaver, Astalos.
Excellent. Well done. Well done.
Knew it. I nailed it. Early September is the third free update with Soulseer Mizutsune.
Mizutsune.
I knew
there
there was an A at the end. Elderfrost Gameth. Gameth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Orochi, I want to say Kirin.
That's right.
Ha!
Dude, you got it. You nailed it.
Man,
every time.
I'm a Monster Hunter lore master now. All you
Yes.
Monster Hunters bow down to me. I'm Monster Hunter 101 here. Pre-title update number 4 includes the Dread King Rathalos and Molten Tigrex. Tigrex.
Either or. I've heard both ways.
And then a new co-op quest exclusive monster, which is Kolv Teroth high difficulty. So you high difficulty people out there. And then available in October is the free title update number 5. There's some high difficulty monsters, it looks like, that has a big question mark. And then new monsties, the Silver Rathalos and the Gold Rathian. So I feel like I did all right.
You did wonderfully.
So, Jacob, how do you feel about this as the Monster Hunter guy on this show?
I think I would like to turn it over to you because I actually do not care for Monster Hunter Stories at all.
Ooh, wow.
That's why I was like, there's nothing for me this week.
You know what, Dan?
I was surprised you said that.
You and I will talk about Monster Hunter Stories too, because Ed refuses to play the demo for some reason.
But he downloaded it.
I'm buying the game. I want to start fresh.
You can start fresh with the demo right now.
It transfers over.
I want to start fresh. I want to start fresh.
Okay, we're not going through this again. We're not doing this again.
The one thing that I like about Stories is the art style. I would love to play an actual Monster Hunter game in this Monster Hunter Stories art style.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love
What is it that you don't like about Stories, Jacob?
Man, it's just rock, paper, scissors. Like, that's all it is. I played the first one that came out for the 3DS. I played all the way through the demo, and then at the end of it, I was like, okay, I'll, whatever. Like, the thing I love about Monster Hunter is the actual like grinding of gathering armor and fighting larger and larger monsters and perfecting my fight, and I just don't get that with Monster Hunter stories.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like Monster Hunter Stories is just like a spin-off. You know, it's just kind of like, this isn't really Monster Hunter, but it takes place in the Monster Hunter universe, so you're gonna like it if you're an RPG fan. If not, then you can be Jacob and not play it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm sure it's a great RPG, but like it's just not for me.
I gotta tell you though,
the Monster Hunter skin doesn't do it for me.
I gotta tell you though, Jacob, it's gotten that itch in me to actually buy Monster Hunter Rise again.
Well, listen, any Saturday, Sunday, you hit me up and I will gladly hunt with you.
He will, and he will teach you the way. He taught me how to fight with the longsword pretty well.
You mean I shouldn't just take the double daggers and just start hacking away at everybody like I did in the demo? Because I did that. I didn't die, but I felt like I was doing a terrible job.
You probably weren't doing everything you could do with the double. Did you go into demon mode, archdemon mode?
I don't even know what that is, so no, probably not.
No, yeah.
Stories 2 looks really cool to me, though. I mean, it just like it has all the things I don't like about Pokemon and makes them good. You know, like it feels just like what I've wanted Pokemon to be my whole life. Yeah. And it's just like a challenge. It just seems like it has so many different elements. There is more of a grind with collecting the items to, you know, build your armor and everything. And the battle system does seem like it's more than just rocks, paper, scissors to me. Like it, with the combos and the way you can choose your weapons and like swap weapons during battle. It seems like there's a lot going on, and I'm really, really looking forward to this game.
Nice. Ed, do you have anything to say on this before we kick it back over to you to get to the second half of the show here?
I think it's cool. I love that Capcom's been doing this free content stuff with their games. I'm excited to see, like, even with their crossover content with Monster Hunter Rise, it's really cool that they're doing this. And so I'm excited to see more of it. Hopefully by the time they get into any paid DLC, that it'll be probably like more story chapters and things like this. It looks like it's gonna sell real good. So I think a lot of people are going to be invested in this game, and getting this free content is just going to keep people more involved playing it. So I'm excited for it.
Awesome. Well, that's going to do it for Family News. Ed, I'm going to kick it back to you, even though you're going to kick it to Dan for some Game Fact Advance. It's like a pass situation.
So, yes, now it is, everybody. It's time for Game Fact Advance. Dan, take it away.
All right. So, this one that I've had prepared for a very long time. Miyamoto's first NES game never came to the U.S. due to demonic imagery. For the longest time, Nintendo America had some of the strictest content rules of any publisher, particularly when it came to religious imagery. Games like Castlevania and Dragon Quest had to remove crosses and such from campaigns, while the restriction completely prevented Miyamoto's Devil World from coming to the U.S., released in Japan and Europe in the early of the NES's lifespan. It was a fairly straightforward Pac-Man clone, only it was about killing demons with the power of the crucifix in the Bible. Despite Nintendo relaxing its standards and the game hitting the virtual console in both Japan and Europe, Devil World still hasn't been made available officially in the US.
I can't wait for that to be a limited edition, like Fire Emblem.
Can you imagine? Oh,
I mean, I'm looking at it online right now. It's literally just Pac-Man. It's pretty funny.
But so,
what's it called? Devil World?
It's called Devil World. Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say about it, Dan?
Nope, I'm done.
So you might know this game a little bit from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I think it was also in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. there was an assist trophy that was a big devil that would come up, and he would point, and then the screen would rise, but the stage would stay in the same place. And that's like the key difference between this and Pac-Man, is that the devil would actually move the screen so that you would be stuck on less. You would have less room to play in. You'd start the void.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
So anyone who's watching Kazuya's thing, when he's pointed right there where Kazuya's fighting, that's him. Because I think it is in Smash Ultimate. Because the screen would go up. It is.
Right. He's in Smash. His first appearance was in Smash Brawl. Like they have on the Nintendo fandom, they have Devil World. They have the devil, and it's Smash Brawl. Where'd it go? And that he is in Smash Ultimate also.
Yes.
So he also makes an appearance in Captain Rainbow on the Wii, whatever that is.
Such a great game.
Oh,
Captain Rainbow is so good.
Oh, I really want that to come to Switch.
I do.
And maybe and that's the stuff that with the new online incentive that Nintendo's going for, that's the stuff that I want to see.
Captain Rainbow and Dewey's Adventure from the Wii, and Kororimpa Marble Mania. All of those games can come to the Switch. I love it.
They changed his name from Devil to Brigade for a Western release. In case anybody else cares.
Yeah. Who's that guy that took down God? Oh, that's Brigade.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, we're going to get into question block. And we have 3 questions before we get into doc mode. Our first one comes from Jack Bro. He asks, if someone goes to your house when you are away and uses your Wii to play Wii bowling, if they reset the game each non-strike in order to be the first to score 300, should this count? Should it be scored with an asterisk? Yes, I'm still mad about this dad nickname 15 years ago. Let's call the nickname Bowser Tower or something. What did you guys think about this question?
Absolutely, it should be counted. No asterisks involved. He used a cunning. They used cunning tactics to change the score.
So wait, what is this now? I don't even really know what he's talking about.
Basically, it sounds like somebody that he knows deleted his score in Wii Bowling and then got first to 300 score in Wii Bowling so that their me would have like the I'm the first one to do it thing.
Yeah.
I would be so pissed. Not only would I give him an asterisk, I would throw my Wii out the window.
Yeah, because I guess what happened is that he found out that the dad, Bowser Tower, was playing the game and, he messed up, so he kept resetting the game until he got a perfect to show that the person who owned the Wii came in and was able to see the score to be like, who the heck hit 300 on my system that I didn't hit? And found out that it was Bowser Tower who did it. But Bowser Tower probably didn't admit that he kept restarting the game for it. So should it count is the question.
Wow. Okay. Well, good job then. Way to find the tactics.
I will put an asterisk to it because if you're going to do something like that, you needed to hit it in one go. No. If you're going to restart it, do not hit the restart button. Play the full game and just play it again.
It's a clever use of game mechanics.
This sounds like, not to bring Destiny into this conversation, but this sounds like the Prometheus lens cheese with Atheon in the Vault of Glass raid that they just patched out.
Ooh.
Where you could like use this basically laser weapon and knock Atheon off the ledge and kill him. It wouldn't give you a quote unquote raid clear, but it would give you the loot from it. So
does all that matter?
Yeah, I mean that's all anybody wants anyway, right? So
well, we're going to go to our second question from our good friend Grayson Morales at Game Rent. Do you guys think that any Switch games this year released already or not, has a chance to be nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards. And I'm going to say no, because the Game Awards always cater to more of Xbox and Sony. And depending on who is really doing the marketing, they're going to get most of their games. Like Nintendo, even like in 2019, Nintendo released some top tier games of Game of the Year and didn't get anything besides family games.
I mean,
yeah, but they were nominated though.
But they weren't nominated as much as like The Last of Us or Ghost of Tsushima or Hades and all of that stuff.
Animal Crossing was on that Game of the Year panel.
Yeah, but I'm talking about 2019.
They made a great decision not picking Animal Crossing for Game of the Year. Good job, voters.
But their choice was bad, though.
Yeah, I don't really... Look, I wouldn't watch the Game Awards for the awards, okay? Because I know they're all stupid, right? I think the announcements are the big draw for Game Awards. But, Ed, you're forgetting the most important game this year. Mario Party... What is it? Superstars. That is the best version of Mario Party. I'm calling it now. It'll probably win Best Family Game. We'll just throw that out there.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see Mario Golf being on like a nomination, but Metroid Dread is absolutely going to get a nomination at least. It might not win, but I think it's going to get nominated.
Yeah.
I think Ratchet and Clank is probably going to win. But I or Returnal. I think if it comes to Nintendo for right now, I think it's going to be Monster Hunter Rise and probably Metroid Dread. That would be in like the actual Game of the Year nominations. I don't think Nintendo's going to really... Halo Infinite has more of a chance of being Game of the Year nominated than anything Nintendo-wise.
God, I would be so happy if Halo Infinite won, just because that franchise has been in such like a fan fight for so long that I just want something good to happen for Halo at some point. Anyways.
I mean, I think Monster Hunter Rise is definitely going to get some sort of nomination. I don't know about Game of the Year, but Monster Hunter seemed to really take a step into mainstream with this title, and it seemed like a lot more people started playing it and getting into it, and there's a lot more new fans to the Monster Hunter series. It ran really well on Switch. It looked great. I really do think Monster Hunter Rise could get something at the Game Awards.
Yeah. But Dan, I think there's something that's going to be better than the Game Awards this year. You already know what it is. The Boss Rush Awards.
The Rushies.
The Rushies.
Oh, yeah.
More details will be coming soon, everybody. So
the Bossies or the Rushies?
I like the Bossies.
I do too. I kind of do. Man.
Behind
the scenes meeting sometime soon.
It's all in pre-production, everybody. Just literally get ready for that, for the Boss Rush Awards. But we're going to get into our last question. This comes from Deshaun, a good friend. Did you see any other Zelda game receiving the remake treatment like Link's Awakening?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
The Oracle games or Minish Cap. I think those games deserve to be put onto a pedestal and actually given a fair chance.
Yeah, I see. Not to whatever on the Oracle games, but I think Minish Cap has a better chance.
I think so too.
Just because like the Oracle game, yeah, I would love to see the Oracle games in the Link's Awakening art style, honestly. But I feel like Minish Cap has a better chance just because it's one game and not two. So I would like to see them remake the original and Zelda 2 at some point, but
yeah,
I think the original Zelda would be awesome to remake.
I would love to see that. I think Zelda 2, though, for me personally, is the one that needs to remake. Because once again, I don't feel like fighting enemies with that butter knife. They call it a sword. Still, I think that's the one, and I think they could fix the localization and still keep it, because that one was a little bit more open world in a sense of design. kind of a little bit like Breath of the Wild, but it was a little bit more open design in a way. So I would love to see that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, if Minish Cap got remade, I would like to see it use that art style, or like the Wind Waker. I guess the Wind Waker art style is what you would call it, but that's what I would like to see. Like, use that Wind Waker engine that you use for Wind Waker, literally, and just switch the camera to top down. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan. You got the last one.
Yeah, sorry, Dan. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all right. Yes, I would love to see all these games that you mentioned, but I don't know if they're gonna keep coming back and remaking these games. I don't think Link's Awakening sold as much as they thought it would, and I think that they might make just as much money porting it over without a full reconstruction of the game. So I don't know. In my eyes, I don't think they will, even though I would love to see all these games that you guys are mentioning. Like, if a Link to the Past was made in Link's Awakening style, I would lose my mind. I mean, that game is amazing.
Yeah. This article was posted on November 6th, though granted it's 7 or 8 months old at this point, but Link's Awakening sold 4.57 million units since its release as of November. So, I mean, maybe add another 50,000 units to that, or 500, maybe 5 million we'll round it off to, right?
I've got a number saying 5.49 million copies worldwide.
Okay.
As of March 31st.
This was a quick Google search, so your number's probably way more accurate than mine.
I kind of feel like it may jump if there's little hints of that in Breath of the Wild 2. Who knows? Like,
I mean, every like we're seeing with Metroid, right? Like, every game in the series will probably get some sort of boost when the new game comes out, right? Like, we see that. We're seeing that with Metroid. Right. We see that a lot.
I will say, though, Dan is correct that it would be less work and they would still make just as much money if they just ported them.
Look at Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Exactly.
Which is kind of leading into our dark mode topic. So let's get into dark mode. Skyward Sword will grace Switch owners on July 16th, along with some sweet amiibo. There's just one problem in certain eyes of the gaming community. That is the price. Although this is a port of the Wii game and some quality of life improvements are added, it seems the $60 price point isn't justified. For dark mode, I asked, why does Nintendo receive complaints about their ports costing moderate prices? Why do other titles from other publishers continue to get a pass? So I keep seeing people complaining about the price of, Skyward Sword and everything.
I mean, they complain about the price of the Wii U ports also, and guess what? Everybody bought them. Everybody loved them, right? Like Pikmin 3, everybody's like, oh, this shouldn't be $60, and everybody bought it. Donkey Kong,
it's the best-selling Pikmin game.
Yeah, Tropical Freeze, oh, $60, whatever, it was $50 on Wii U. It's $20 right now on Wii U. Guess what? Everybody bought it, and guess what? It sold like 7 million units, so best-selling 2D Donkey Kong game right now. I don't know, man. I just think the internet has gotten so used to not paying for games, or paying like $20 or like $10 for a battle pass or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like the post phone movement, right, where it's free to play games, and then like the post Fortnite and free to play games that way is like, when people see $60 or $70 for a game, people are just like, oh my gosh. And then when it's like a remake or something, they're like, oh man, that's even worse. But I don't see the problem in it, especially because Nintendo holds their IP to such a high standard, especially Zelda. Like, I'm surprised that the Mario 3D All-Star Collection was $60. I'm surprised they didn't sell each one of those games for $60.
I would have bought them.
True.
I know. Like, it's...
And the reason, because, like, if you look at Mass Effect Legend, the one that came out, like there really wasn't no complaints, even though there was quality of life and they did a lot of improvements to that game. It still was $60. It still was a collection where you could still get those original versions on the game. I'm just saying that nobody complained about it or anything, but it's just like every time Nintendo does it, there's always a complaint.
That also shows you how quick the Mass Effect Legendary Edition also shows you how quick people forget about how bad their last 3 games were. BioWare's, right? Oh, you bring Mass Effect back and a Legendary. Oh, BioWare's back. Awesome, right? Like, I just feel like the internet is so loud at certain points, and then when the next thing comes, they forget about the last thing. It's just the internet. You suck.
Because I think it depends on sometimes what series you definitely love. And so when it's a series that you definitely love, and they charge for every price they want to charge, they can have the same kind of quality of life as Skyward Sword, or they can actually have none in it. If it's a good collection that's just going to load better or look a little bit better on your TV, people don't care about the price because it's their favorite series.
You see what Sony's doing too with their director's cuts for PlayStation 5 right now, right? Like Ghost of Tsushima director's cut. It seems like this is a way the industry is going, right? With a port of a game, they seem to add something to give you that sense of value, right? 3D World with Bowser's Fury came with Bowser's Fury, right? $60, right? Like that added some value to that $60 package, and I think maybe that's the way they're easing into that $60 price tag at this point. Zelda is always going to be $60, right? It's Zelda. You're never going to pay less than $60. But you see what Sony's doing with Ghost of Tsushima is getting a small expansion for $70. Death Stranding's getting a $70 version, right? And there's...
Okay. Sorry. No, finish your thought.
I was just going to say, like, Death Stranding's getting a director's cut for $70. But Sony's way of charging for this isn't exactly... I don't know. It just feels... I don't really know how to explain how it feels. And I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I don't really know how this is working, right? But
Jacob, I want to hand it over to you, and then I definitely want to
let's
hear
let
from
Jacob go, because I feel like his thought is way more...
well, I was just going to say, we broke down the anatomy of a game, of like what goes into selling a game one episode a couple months ago. Jacob was so passionate about it, so I'm very excited to hear his take again.
I know.
And Jacob, and before you go, when Corey said Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding, not so much Ghost of Tsushima, but Death Stranding, a game that nobody said they weren't going to buy because they didn't know enough about it. And then some Sony fans got upset because it came to PC. And now they feel like because it's coming to PS5, and they seen the Metal Gear kind of connection to it on E3's trailer, now people feel like they want to buy the game and support it.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, Death Stranding's different because it's not like Kojima Productions isn't owned by Sony, and they made a publishing deal with 505 Games to bring it to PC. On that note, though, Sony did just buy a PC porting house, so you can expect a lot more of their games to come to PC coming soon. And welcome to Crossroads. Sorry, LeRon. Taking over.
Okay, go ahead, Jacob.
Okay, so this is my major problem with this. And it's this like feeling in me stemmed when I heard somebody talking about Demon Souls for the PS5, and I asked the question, well, why is that one worth $60 or $70 or whatever? It's just the same thing. And they're like, oh, but they rebuilt it from the ground up. It's got better graphics. No, it doesn't. If it does, it's marginal because it was originally an HD game, a 1080p, maybe 30 frames per second, whatever. Frame rate, that's fine. PC gamers love to talk about that. But it was a 1080p game that maybe they made 4K, and the rebuilt from the ground up, that's bull. That's absolute bull because they already have the base game to design off of again. If I draw a Picasso painting and say, oh, but I painted it from the ground up, blank portrait, and I painted it myself from the ground up. No, I'm not the one who thought of the Picasso painting. Picasso's the one who thought of the Picasso painting. That's such bull. I hate that argument so much. And then with Skyward Sword, it's a 480p game that is now in HD graphics. 480p. This was on the Wii, people. You can't play this in HD, and now it's in HD. That's a huge leap. Like, that is a massive leap compared from 1080p to 4K. That's a massive.
I think just to talk on the Demon Souls thing a little bit, they Bluepoint builds on the skeleton of the games that exist already. I do know for Shadow of the Colossus, which they built a bunch of new assets. Right, a lot of that game was built with new assets and new kind of they redid some of the coding to make it run at 60 frames. Now, Demon Souls, I can't speak much of because I don't know that original game. I'm assuming it looks like Dark Souls. Like, I'm just assuming because it's a Souls game.
Yeah.
But the PS5 version I know has a bunch of different fidelity modes where, like, some people say it's still the best looking game on the console. So I mean, I know they rebuilt a lot of assets for that game, and I know they redid a lot of the lighting and stuff to make that game look better.
But my point is that the core of the game is there. Like, they didn't make the game from the ground up. They took a game that was already there and then they rebuilt the assets, sure, but they didn't have to spend days having an artist figure out how they wanted something to look. That was already there for them. They just had to make it look better. And it was already good looking.
And the reason why I brought this question up is because of what is the porting work that goes into breaking a game out, an old game out? You know, I think a lot of people, a lot of gamers don't factor that in. I kind of put this on our Boss Push Discord that people may think that porting the game is like putting Earth, Wind, and Fire on Windows Media and then just dropping it to a blank CD and then putting it out as a greatest hits or something like that. People think that porting a game, whether it has enhancements or not, they think it's that easy, but it's kind of not, you know. And we don't even know what the budget it takes to get a ported game and stuff. Like, even if, like with Panic Button, like porting Doom or something like that, they probably had a budget, and you know, with their technical abilities, they probably had a budget, and they got to charge 60 to make that money back up. They didn't just take the Xbox One version and then just magically throw it in something and then downgrade it automatically and then get ready to put it out on the cart. They didn't do that. They had to literally kind of build that game up and everything.
All right, I'm watching a side-by-side comparison of Demon Souls right now. I'm gonna watch it a little bit.
Dan, go ahead. Dan, go ahead and speak on this.
I just, how long have these Nintendo fans been around? We've been spending $60 for a game ever since the dawn of time with Nintendo. They never dropped their prices. Like, you have to get over it at some point. And, you know, to what people have been saying before too, like with Skyward Sword, even porting this one over, like, you have to change the whole anatomy of the controls as well, now that it's not just the motion controls. Like, you're using the stick shift for, you know, slicing everything. And I mean, you're basically making it a new game onto this console. So I don't understand how, you know, people can just say that it's a lazy port when A, it hasn't even been released yet, and B, we don't know what goes into it, and C, there is a lot that has to be done, like even the most common people like us can see. So I don't know, get over it. If you don't want to spend $60, don't buy it.
The engine that the game originally is made on, when you change engines, that's a very difficult thing to do. That's across any sort of programming involved. If you change the thing that's running the program, that's very difficult to translate, or it can be. Not always, but it can be. So there is an argument to be made there for the difficulty in porting a game. However, games are just going to go up in price if you start complaining about it. Please don't do that. And then I don't think I was on the Amiibo episode, but I have to say one thing about that. I've never heard people complain about having to pay to play the game less before. Because the idea that the amiibo allows you, like the arguments that I was seeing that it's such a great quality of life improvement, they were like, well, now you can just pop in and pop out, and like you don't have to go back through the whole forest area again. That's like you're literally complaining that they're making you play the game more.
Well, what the thing about with the amiibo is just like.
My complaint is that it's not available. That's my complaint.
And that's the thing about it. If people had a problem with what the amiibos were used for, it shouldn't have sold out, but it did.
So just to circle back, I've been watching this Demon Souls comparison video for about 3 minutes now, and the game does look better. It looks better. And I could just because I'm watching a low quality video or something, but like the one big boss looks great and the lighting looks great, but like I don't know, it doesn't look a lot better, but maybe it's because I'm watching a 1080p video of both and not a 4K video. I don't know. It just looks like somebody went in and remade the assets and changed the lighting a little bit, which I mean, I guess is exactly what they claim to be doing, right? Like, I mean, that's what they claim to do. It runs at 60 instead of sub 30, which makes the game look infinitely better. The bosses look good, but the standard enemies and like the environments and stuff, like if you told me this was a PlayStation 5 game, honestly, I don't know if I would have believed you. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not playing it, but like, I don't know. I'm not trying to take away from this game, and Blue Point does phenomenal work, right? Blue Point is like the best in the business at what they do.
Oh, yes,
I feel like,
yes.
But yeah, like to me, this literally just looks like Dark Souls that I played on Xbox 360 and my Switch. Like,
and I'm
just dumb. I can't wait for the comments.
I'm not trying to disqualify the developers behind the game. I'm not trying to disqualify the game itself. It's a beautiful looking game. I would be really excited to play it if I had a PS5 because I like Demon Souls. I love Atlas, the developing company behind the original Demon Souls. But as an argument, saying that it was built from the ground up does not fly with me. No, it wasn't.
I don't think it wasn't. It's literally This is literally the same thing that they're doing with Skyward Sword. It feels like they're making it look better on a newer console for more people to buy it. That's exactly what it is.
It's funny because Corey was just kind of not complaining, but he was like talking about the difficulty of this. It was like if someone asks you to take a small picture and enhance it, that works in video game. That works in television, guys. That doesn't work in real life. You can only enhance it so much, and then it'll just look like a blobby mess. Like you have to actually put work into that, and so it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And I think sorry that I'm stuttering. I think people feel like when it comes to Nintendo games of an old thing, if they remade it, like we talked about Link's Awakening, people are willing to spend $60 outside of numbers. But when they do a port, everybody complain. But then you look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Wii U, and you just see that's more of a collection game. And look at
they put a new battle mode in there.
Right, but look at the bajillion of numbers that is done, and look on how top, still in the top 10 on like the not Famicom,
Switch.
On Switch in Japan and in North America, and it's just like regardless of what place it is, it's still a port of an old game, and it's still making money, and it's still selling, and it's kind of weird because. Even with, and I'm going back to the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, is that this game was I felt like this game was supposed to be doing like 10 to 20 some million of sales, with this game being on 2 consoles and on PC. I don't know.
On 4.
On 4. Well, yeah. I don't know what the sale numbers came out of it or anything. But it came out, it did something, and people stopped talking about it.
I don't know. I still hear people talking about it a lot, to be fair.
I guess in doing like sale numbers and people just like loving and or whatever with the game, but like Mario Kart is still, like I said, still doing numbers in the support. So I'm just like, I'm kind of just boggled. I know, Dan, when we talked about different price points for games and like length and stuff like that, we had a really good discussion about it. Do you think this stuff like this factors into that discussion also? Like with ports and stuff?
I mean, yeah, of course, because like we were saying before, bringing bringing a game from one engine to another and having to, reconfigure the tools, like the button mapping and all of that. Like, yeah, they're putting out a game for us. We haven't been able to play Skyward Sword since the Wii, and now we're actually going to be able to play this game again. Yes, yeah, I think all these brand new games are worth the $60 in my opinion.
Yeah. And like you guys said earlier, if you don't think it's worth it, don't buy it. Like, but it's gonna like just a warning: Nintendo games do not go down in price ever. So,
and that's
actually they have been lately.
Well, I mean, like they
not
go
permanently.
They go on sale.
No.
I mean, but like I'm just saying, like for when Nintendo's next system comes out, whatever it is, these games are not going to be like $5 bargain bin games.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
well, and what you said, what both of y'all have said about just don't buy it, like that. If you argue about something and then you spend the money on it anyways, your whole argument gets thrown out the window because
But that is literally the thing. It's just that if you're going to complain about it and you're not going to buy it, what the heck is doing it in your library? Or why are you waiting to Black Friday to get the game? Like
no. Go ahead.
Oh, like. And I agree with you, Jacob. Like, people say something and then they'll wait or they'll go out and buy it. Because my thing is this, if you don't like JRPGs, but now you want to go get Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it's hard to find that game physically. And don't forget, Nintendo Switch has probably been doing, yes, they've been doing sales in digital, but it's been doing amazing sales with physical copies in games. And so it kind of feels like what you said, Corey, like if you don't buy it now, you're not going to get it in the future, regardless of what price point is. They would jack up.
I mean, look, you look at Xenoblade Chronicles 2 right now, right? Like that game's out of print, right? And I don't think Xenoblade Chronicles has ever been more popular than it is now. Like I feel really comfortable saying that. And like people are scrambling to find physical copies of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it's selling for like $100, over $100 right now. I was lucky to find it, like, because like my physical copy, Ed, I was telling you this, I have the special edition for when it came out, and my cartridge just doesn't work anymore for some reason. There's a crack in the case. I don't know how it happened. Might have been my fault. I don't know, but I needed to replace the physical thing, and like I just bought a new one because I caught it for $80, and that was the cheapest it's been in 3.5 years.
Yeah. So the last part of why you guys think that other publishers get their stuff overlooked, like people they'll pay whatever they put it out and there's no complaints about it. Dan, I'm gonna start with you.
Go ahead, Corey.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't really think they are. I think people complain every time this happens. It doesn't matter who the publisher is. I think more publishers are doing things that Nintendo isn't, like collections. I think they're doing collections for $60 instead of one game for $60. Like the BioShock collection, the Borderlands collection, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, like the Uncharted collection. Like all these companies are doing collections instead of one game for $60, and I think that's where people are kind of getting upset at Nintendo for not dropping collections. And I think, for better or for worse, Nintendo obviously holds their IP at a higher standard than a lot of these other companies, because I feel like they feel like it's some sort of integrity move or some sort of honor move or whatever, where all these other companies are like, well, these games have, drained, like they've proven their worth already, so we can lower them in price. You can buy one game for $15 or $20, or you can buy the collection for $60, right? Like I just feel like that's how other companies differ from Nintendo. Is they feel like once the well is drained of that game, they can just throw it in a collection when the sequel comes out or something.
Right. And the sheer volume of ports that Nintendo has done over the past 3 or 4 years. I mean, like some of their bigger releases have been ports, and it's like, we're getting one game ported over every single month on a Nintendo. So I think the sheer volume of it as well kind of, I mean, you lose your excitement seeing the same games you've played the last 15 years, like as new releases. So I mean, I think that can be a big factor to it as well, because you don't see that with other publishers at all.
There are only 8 first-party Wii U games not yet ported to Switch, or are not out on Switch yet. We know we're getting there's this article lists 9, but we know that Fatal Frame is coming. So
what are the other 8? Xenoblade Chronicles X, Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD, Game & Wario, Nintendo Land, Devil's Third, Wii Fit U, and Star Fox Zero. Wow.
Those are the 8 games.
Nintendo Land is never coming to Switch.
No, it's not, because it's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So
if it does, it'll come as a new thing. It'll be like a Wii Fit 2 style game.
Yeah.
Like it'll be something different, but acting like it's that.
Okay. So, Dan, Jacob, and Corey, I'm going to ask you guys one last question. If Nintendo did do a port of a game, had all the quality of life stuff, gave everything that they did to make this game better, and charged it at $30, do you think people... Yeah, $30.
You're talking about Skyward Sword? Are you talking about
just any game? Just any game that they port, they next port for $30. They did all this quality of life stuff. It's an old game from whatever system they want to bring it on. Do you think people will complain?
Absolutely.
Okay, Jacob. That was Dan. What do you say?
Yeah, they'll find something for sure.
Yeah, I feel like somebody would be like, "What's wrong with it? Why is Nintendo only charging $30 instead of $60? What's wrong with it?"
Okay, what if the Resistance collection from Sony came out and it was $30? Will people complain?
Absolutely.
Dan.
Yeah.
Corey.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. What if a Halo collection where it has ODST, Reach, the strategy games that they had, Halo 1 through 5, all of that came out from Microsoft.
They did. It's called the Master Chief Collection.
Not a Game Pass exclusive. I'm talking about it's a new one. Not Game Pass exclusive. 120 frames per second. 8K. Let's say
I don't know where you're going with this. It's called the Master Chief Collection. They're not. They wouldn't redo it. It's already available.
I'm just saying, this is a new version, and they're putting it out for $30 for Microsoft Fits, but it's not Game Pass exclusive. Will people complain?
Yes.
Should I take this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. The internet will find something to complain about, Ed. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is, and that's just the nature that we live in. That's part of why Boss Rush is so great, is because we say to be better, and so we try actively to grow ourselves to not be those types of people, right? But the internet is going to do that. You get too many people able to just speak their minds freely, and you're going to get complaints. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna say, why Halo? Why not Mortal Kombat? Why, it's gonna be. It might not be relevant, but they're gonna complain.
Yeah, and I do think it is such a small majority that does complain about these things. You know what I mean? Like, I like to use Pokemon as the biggest example. Like, when Sword and Shield was coming out, you thought meteor was falling on Earth at that point. And from Pokemon fans. And then they went and sold 7 million copies. So does the complaining really matter, or is it really that many people? I think it's just as content creators, we all spend way too much time online. Where we see all the comments on Twitter, we see it on Facebook. We'll post something fun on Twitter, and someone will be like, "Oh, you shouldn't have posted that, you jerk." You know what I mean? So it's like, I think just like we're so saturated with the internet, we see it the most. But you know, like some of my friends out there that are completely detached from any social media, they still get excited for things like the Mario 3D All-Stars and have zero complaints about it. So it's just like hysteria breeds hysteria. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and Corey, you just said the Halo Master Chief Collection. I was just saying,
I'm waiting for my Marcus Phoenix collection for Gears. Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh,
good, Moody. I'm not ready.
I want that Master Chief Collection style thing where you give me Gears 1, 2, 3, and Judgment, I guess, and
should throw 4 and 5 in there.
No, it's no 1, 2, 3. Remastered, 60 frames a second, all the maps, ready to go.
3
Welcome
is
to
the
Arsenal
only one
X.
that I need, because 3 had that horde mode,
Yeah.
right? Oh, I go nuts for a good horde mode, man.
Yeah, horde mode.
I will play horde mode for hours.
Horde mode's too complicated now. On Gears 5, it's just too complicated. I want 3, right? It added some stuff from 2. It just made it a little bit more tense, but now you have like the fabricator machine, and you have to move this box around, and you have to go there to buy. It's too much. Yeah.
Well, everybody, that is our discussion. We do want to hear from what you guys think, but first, let's get into playing with power. Jacob, what have you been playing with power?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Mario Golf over at the Otter Kingdom community. That's my community.
Never heard
on
of
the
it.
internet. I know you haven't. That's okay. I also have been playing through Phoenix Wright. I started the last case in the first Phoenix Wright game today on stream, and we got about what I think is about halfway through it. I was hoping to finish it today so I could move on to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, per a request from a viewer in my chat. But yeah, mostly Mario Golf. I've been playing through Super Metroid because I've been working through all of the Metroids in chronological timeline order. So I've been playing through Super Metroid, and then after that is Other M, which I'm actually excited about because I've never played Other M, so that'll be interesting to see that now. What else, man? Yeah, just that. Just Phoenix Wright, Mario Golf, Super Metroid, and I started playing World of Warcraft. Again, because because so I'm under very strict rules for myself. I'm actually doing it as like a little experiment for myself for something that I want to do on YouTube. So hopefully more to come out about that later. It'll be relaxing if you catch my drift without just saying it.
You're gonna kill boars for 3 hours in the woods.
I am. I'm gonna kill boars for 3 hours in the woods to level up.
Punch trees for hours.
But yeah, so that's another little thing that I've kind of goofed on. But I did want to mention that Skyward Sword, the game that we were just talking about a lot, comes out on the 16th, and I will be doing another 24-hour live stream on Saturday, the 17th, starting at midnight, going into the 17th from the 16th, and I will be playing Skyward Sword for 24 hours.
You're nuts, man. Good for you.
Thank you. I'm very excited about that. I don't think I'll be able to do a giveaway this time, but I'm hopeful. We'll see what happens.
All right, Corey, what have you been playing with power?
I've been playing Mario Golf. I like it a lot. I've just been playing by myself, which is probably not the way to be playing that game, which is probably why I haven't been as like, oh yeah, Mario Golf, woo, type thing, you know? But like, it's definitely switched to my bedtime game instead of Tetris for now, where I'll go and play like 9 holes or 18 holes and just blow through it. And
Which I need to go buy Puyo Puyo Tetris too.
So I've been playing that. I've been switching between Luigi and Bowser Jr. as my mains. So I've been playing that. I played a little bit of Smash this weekend with my nephews. King DDD is king. I will fight all of you with him, except unless you are any good whatsoever.
As we all look at Dan.
And then I just switched to Link and just, bop around. Although, like, it's been so long since I played Smash, I forgot that Link's new down B move is the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And
the remote one?
Yeah.
Link. It's
Link.
the remote bomb.
The remote bomb.
Yeah,
and, like, I'm so used to older Smash Brothers where it has that down towards thrust move. And it, like, really threw me off for about 3 matches. I'm like, why am I pulling this bomb out? I'm pressing down B. And I'm like, oh, that's just the move now.
Hasn't it always been down B for the bomb?
No, it used to be up B, I think, for the bomb.
No, that was... Up B is always, like, the second jump.
Then I don't know, then. No, because up B is... You're right. Up B is the tornado jump thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I swear with the down B though was the downward thrust. But
I think you might be thinking of down A, but the remote bomb. You could also just be thinking that because the remote bombs you have to do down B again.
Yeah.
And that throws me off a lot because I'm
Yeah.
used to just chucking the bomb and it explodes.
Yeah, I wish you could just press like you would throw an item or whatever, but it's whatever. So I actually am like itching to buy that second fighter pass now. I've been putting it off just because like I knew I wasn't playing Smash right now and all the characters I use are already available.
So good.
But apparently, by the way, side tangent, people are really having trouble with the new Tekken guy at level 9. Yeah.
Kazuya?
Yeah. Like even like Pro Smash, people are turning him up to level 9 and can't figure out how to beat him. So
Interesting.
That's awesome.
yeah, I know. I'm like, man, that and I've also been playing Monster Hunter Stories too. It's great. I love the art style. I'm with Jacob. If Monster Hunter was in this art style, I'd be more, just giving it a go. I would love a Monster Hunter in this style. I feel like this art style would have worked well on a Switch specific version. But Rise is out now. I'm itching to play Rise though now somehow. So, anyways, that's kind of all I've been playing. I think. Let me think. Yeah, I also downloaded the demo for Game Builder Garage, but I haven't touched it yet. So,
Dan, what have you been playing with Power?
So Ed and you and I were talking about Crosscode a little before we started recording. I've this very strange love-hate relationship with Crosscode right now where I think I like the game, but then when I play it, it aggravates me, but then I want to play it again. It's a very unhealthy relationship. I'm in chapter 8 of 10 in that, and I really want to try to finish it out this week. But knowing how long some of those dungeons can be and just areas have so many obtuse puzzles everywhere. I mean, it just... I don't know. I just don't know how I feel anymore. But so I've been playing that. I've been playing Picross, per usual all the time. What else have I been playing? I feel like I've been playing the Monster Hunter Stories 2 demo, which has been an absolute blast. I'm having so much fun with that. I can't wait till the game comes out. And I'm going to say that's about it. I got East 8 or East 9 coming out tomorrow, and Monster Hunter Stories coming out Friday. So I will have a busy week. That's for sure.
I wonder if East 9 is physical. I
it
think
is.
it
There's
is
a collector's edition.
Is there?
Yeah.
I did digital for that, and I think I'm gonna pick up Monster Hunter Stories 2 physical because the size of it is huge. And I think I'm going to pick up Skyward Sword physical as well.
Yeah, I'll always pick up a Zelda game physically. But
I even did Hyrule Warriors physical, and I didn't like that game.
Yeah.
Ooh, the shade.
I didn't like that game.
So for me, been playing a little bit of Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Kind of working on that. Been playing Crosscode, Street Fighter Alpha 3, one of my faves. I love that game. I still feel like Street Fighter Third Strike is like the top tier Street Fighter game of all time. With that, that's pretty much what I've been playing on Switch, because like I said, I got Series X. Played a little bit of Gears 4 on there, and started up Outriders on it, but like stopped at a cutscene. And then I'm going to play a little bit of Forza Horizon 4, because I want to see how that looks too. But yeah, then I probably, if they got that collection thing at Best Buy tomorrow, I'll probably go get it. But yeah, I got like a lot of games pre-order and stuff, and just waiting for Disco Elysium. It's supposed to be out this month, and I want to see how well it does on Switch, because I know it's already out on PlayStation, but it didn't get the fanfare, it didn't get the talk that it kind of deserves, because a lot of people said they enjoyed it and stuff. So
you replied to the tweet, the Pow Block tweet, and you said Disco Inferno. I was like, I really think it's called Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno.
I went to go.
I know, it was just funny. It was just funny.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I am playing with. Power. Like I was telling Dan, I got to start my Berkeley Default 2. It's out of the. I put it into my system. I played like 15 minutes of it, and then I took it out so I could play Monster Hunter.
Hey, 15 minutes. You only have 79 hours and 45 minutes left.
You want to add a plus to that? But yeah, that is what I've been playing with Power. And everybody, that has been our episode of Nintendo Pow Block. I want to thank you, Dan. I want to thank you, Jacob. I want to thank you, Corey. We're going to get into some quick plugs. Dan, where can we find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at DCDM99 and all of my articles on www.bossrushgames.com.
All right, Jacob, where can we find you at?
You can find me everywhere on the internet at Galutrad, Galutrad, mostly on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. And like I said, I will be doing a 24-hour live stream on the 17th, starting at midnight, of Skyward Sword. So look forward to that.
Corey, where can we find you?
You can find me at IamCoreyHD on Twitter, and you can find me hosting the Destiny podcast Tower Casuals. And for now, the Boss Rush podcast. We are kind of going to shake things up with that show, so stay tuned for news on that. Yeah.
You guys can find me on various Boss Rush podcasts. Check me out more on Nintendo Pow Block. Check out Optional Opinion on SoundCloud and World War One podcast at podbean.com. With that, everybody, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Also, join us on the Boss Rush Discord, where we talk all games, snacks, entertainment, and more.